Hey everyone, I'm Matthew Gantner, the CEO and founder of Altum Strategy Group. I wanted to take a few minutes and follow up on my last post around connected enterprise. I'm fortunate today to be joined in San Francisco by Andy Pojuner, who's our managing director over intelligence, data, and technology, as well as Dan Miller, who's a director in the intelligence, data, and technology practice. So guys, the post I talked about the other day was really around connected enterprise and how companies, especially companies that are looking to scale and grow in today's macroeconomic climate, really need to focus on unifying and connecting all of their systems to give themselves a better approach to analytics and ultimately achieving excellence. So I guess from a data and technology standpoint, I'd love to get your guys' perspective on how data can play a pivotal role in a connected enterprise ecosystem.
Yeah, well, I think it's critical because that kind of gives you the insights and the ability to kind of analyze that data. But more importantly, though, as you're beginning to kind of bring the systems together into one spot, you really want to focus on building out your data pipelines. You want to make sure that you're ingesting and you're doing the right filtering and the right analysis, on that data, and the right normalization on the data too, in order to then utilize it in whatever system that you're doing your actual analysis in. And so from there, kind of once you have it in a centralized spot and is normalized, basically in a way that you can kind of search and query that information very, very easily, you can then begin to kind of get some really great insights into that data.
Yeah, Andy, you brought up a couple of really great points there in terms of the normalization. But one thing I think is just starting off in the source systems, really fresh, and making sure your data is really clean there before it goes out in some of the systems later on down the line.
Yeah, that's a really good point, Dan, too. It's it's kind of the classic saying, garbage in, garbage out. And so, getting those source systems as clean as possible or to a point where you can then kind of filter out some of that noise is actually key.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and just to build on that, I think we go back to our approach to data as a pyramid, right? Starting with data, information becomes insights becomes actions becomes excellence, right? Companies that take the data, to Andy and Dan's point, and kind of ingest that, normalize that, really treat it for what it is, the core asset of the business, are able to move up that pyramid faster and are ultimately able to pivot and or drive new product direction or new service direction quickly to kind of meet the needs of the market. So thank you guys for all of your insights on that